Welcome to it. It's too hot outside for this shiz awkward car review.
We got some hot sauce in the mail from a guy over on Instagram. Toxic Exotic is his Instagram name. I don't think there's numbers or anything. Not exactly sure, but Toxic Exotic is what I call him. His real name's DJ. And going to do a little review, and I'm going to talk about my first experience with cramps. A little bit of a story time.
Oh, do I get to go on my rampage?
No, that's hot. You're supposed to be reviewing this. I went a whole video without talking or interrupting you. Yeah. So, I think this is a habanero. I don't know what else is in it. Didn't really get a whole lot of information. Just a question, hey, would you review our sauce? And I said, yeah, why not? But in the beginning of our adventure on YouTube, before Kim really got involved, it was just me and Dylan and I. We were doing we were doing a bunch of random challenges that reckless eating and main event pong
A lot
and
of drinking videos,
etc. was doing a long time ago, and stuff that we were just creating on our own, just random stuff. We were doing reviews of like seltzer beers and stuff when they first came out. Random stuff like eating wasabi, hot wings, just a whole bunch of random like challenges or whatnot. One of the guys that found us, or we found them, not really sure, it was a long time ago, but one of the first people that challenged us to do a video asked us to do the hot dang show bites. We had no idea what they were. We had no idea about the League of Fire. Nothing. We just knew that there was 3 levels of chocolate and we pretty much had to eat them. So we went on and ordered them and we got them, whatever. We had no idea about prepping stomach, nothing. The only time we got lit up was a few weeks before that. We did a wing challenge where we had 10 or 15 different hot sauces. One of the hottest ones we had was the Bomb Beyond Insanity. And we just spun a wheel, and it wasn't even wings, they were French fries. And we just poured hot sauce on the French fries and ate them. And that was like the hottest thing we've done before that. As you know, hot sauce really isn't that hot when you do League of Fire stuff. So we ended up doing the bites. I'll leave a link below in the description of that video. And we got lit up really bad. I almost finished. I was like 20 seconds or so away from actually completing the challenge. I got all 3 pieces down. It was rough. It was hot, really hot. And then eventually, like, I felt it like trying to come up, so I went off camera basically and started drinking milk and whatnot to relieve it. Did you try it?
I don't know what's in it. Honestly, it's pretty good, but like I can't tell. It's got a heck of butt.
Yeah, it does. It's a little thick. It's a thick one. There we go. Well, after that, Dylan didn't finish it. He ate the second one and pretty much tapped out. I think he took a bite of the third one, the Reaper one.
Yeah, because he tried to get me to finish it.
And then he ran outside and just projectile vomited.
Which Dylan
was normal for Dylan.
A fucking talent. Do you see what I mean? Dylan has a talent for projectile vomiting. It sounds like a fire hose. It was weird.
He can really throw up. Like, if I'm going to bet on anyone to throw up on anything, it's going to be that guy.
He never throws up, and Dylan won't throw up at anything.
Complete opposites. Complete opposites. I'm going to have to try this again a little bit.
Saved Dylan, honestly.
Yeah, it really did. And then, I don't know, it was about an hour or so after that, I started feeling some bubbly guts. And I've had that feeling before when we did the hot sauces. I didn't really think a whole lot to it. I was like, all right, so I need to drink or do something to try and calm it down. So I drank a little bit of tea and didn't do a whole lot. And I was like, all right, I'm hungry.
I'm like,
so
quiet here.
Dylan and his friend at the time ordered pizza. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I fucking love pizza. Everybody loves pizza. And before the pizza got there, I had some major pain just hit my gut out of nowhere. I was really confused. Well, it didn't. It kind of got there. Like, I felt it at the top of my abs, which is where it really starts. Like, you feel like a sharp, like someone kind of is poking you with a fork really hard. And it stopped. And I was like, oh, okay, the tea's kicking in. And, well, it did not, for sure. So I ended up feeling like I had to use the bathroom. It was one of those stomach pains, like, all right, you gotta fucking shit, you know? Sorry for the language, but yeah, it just felt like that. So, of course, Dylan was in the bathroom. Didn't know what to do. So I walked outside.
Only one bathroom.
I was trying to get some air because I was like, well, this doesn't feel right. I started sweating. And then I felt something coming up. And I was like, well, this sucks. And then I yelled at Dylan. I was like, Dylan, I don't know what's going on. I feel like you gotta shit. I gotta puke at the same time. So I guess Dylan pinched it off, got out of there.
Because Dylan really wasn't having any cramps.
No, not really.
Okay.
You're from the chocolate and the peppers and stuff. It probably bubbled guts and had to shit. And so I went into the bathroom and I sat on the toilet. Nothing. Had some sharp pains. Was really confused on what was going on. And I just was sweating profusely. It was just sweating. And the pain was just constantly there. And so I just got off the toilet, went back outside. Dylan went and was finishing what he had to do. And I chugged some Pepto. I was like, all right, maybe this will help. I'm just going to, take 2 shots of Pepto instead of 1 like normal because this shit sucked. And about 5-10 minutes later, I projectile vomited the Pepto. Only the Pepto came out. And I was so mad.
And then
so mad. And then I went back into the bathroom and took my shirt off because I was sweating and had the cramps. I turned on the water in my tub. It was just sitting there. Like, the pain was just constant. And this is probably about an hour after the pain already started. And then Kim shows up. And I didn't know what was going on.
He was literally...
Dylan was like, Jason's dying. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, he's just sitting on the couch watching, like, TV and stuff. And he's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, my stomach hurts, but, like,
Yeah, it was off and on, like, every 20 minutes or so.
He's dying. And I'm like, okay. So I looked at him, and he walked into the bathroom, sweat everywhere. He came out, and he just got this look where he ain't looking at nothing.
Yeah, it was, I was out of it. No. Like, really out of it. And it just kept getting worse and worse the farther it was going down. And
you laid in the hallway.
Yeah, I pretty much just laid on the floor. She was feeding me ice. Had an ice pack on my stomach for a little bit. Some Pepto.
We did Pepto under your tongue.
We're gonna do this again. So I'm curious of what's actually in this.
And honestly, I think because it was your first cramps, it was horrible, but add on all the acidity of everything else, just inflamed everything.
Yeah. So that was terrible. That was my first time with cramps. My first legit challenge. So I get a lot of carrot.
Yeah.
I feel like there's carrot in that. It's
not
actually pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's got a burn.
You want to do some more?
But it doesn't last very long.
Yeah. So that was the first time. The second time of my major cramps, because I've had cramps, like, I guess minor cramps. I don't know what you want to call them. They're still cramps, but they don't last more than an hour.
He's got ones that, like, wake him up in the middle of the night, and he's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of the intense pods and stuff that I do almost daily. I get slight cramps here and there, off and on.
It's so warm.
So the second time, it was my first official League of Fire challenge from the Scoville unit. Great time. That was awesome. So Chris's first set of cramps were with the Killer Queen Chug. His first terrible League of Fire, I guess. I think at the time he said it was the worst cramps he's ever had. He ended up running outside and sitting in the snow because it was so bad. Like, the snow actually helped relieve how bad it was.
I believe it.
So Chris, wanted to introduce me into the League of Fire with my first challenge, the Killer Queen Chug. And it wasn't terrible. The challenge itself, I got through it. I think I got to a 6 or a 7, like instant too. Poof.
It hit hard.
Yeah, and the problem I had with that challenge, I over-prepped. I ate a lot of mashed potatoes, like 2 servings of mashed potatoes from a restaurant.
Yeah, that's all you got.
And I had
garlic bread,
some crab dip.
Yeah.
And I took lactate medicine, which I think was the biggest issue because it really backed me up. And then I ate 2 pounds of potato. I don't even know how much it was. It was a lot of potato.
The waitress looked at you like you were insane.
Yeah, Chris did the same thing and he had no problem. But the problem was, I think I took the lactate, which stopped anything from actually moving through my digestive tract. It literally just sat in my stomach, and then the hot sauce sat on top. Fucked me up. It was terrible. As soon as I finished the challenge, I felt the cramps already hitting the gut. Like, there was no room for it to go down, and it just sat in the same spot for 5-6 hours. Like, there was no moving. Like, if it moved, it barely moved. It was terrible. I went into a slight panic attack because I had the endorphin hit me right away. Let me talk. I had the endorphins hit me right away. I thought I had to throw up. I knew I had to throw up. My body wouldn't let me throw up. So I ran to the bathroom trying to throw up. Me running to the bathroom and kicked the endorphins up even more. And then I kneeled down, of course, to try and throw up. I heaved a little bit. You can hear it in the video. I was dry heaving. Nothing was coming up. I stood back up. Huge head rush. I was not there at all. And then I just felt I couldn't breathe. I didn't know what to do. I was trying to get the stuff out. Nothing was happening. I was lightheaded as crap, which you get from an endorphin rush. You kind of get like fuzzy. It's really hard to explain. It's awesome when you get them, but like when you're in a panic, no. You don't know what to do. So I literally just stared at Kim and I was like, I can't breathe. So, that's why Kim said, don't get cramps without someone. It helped a lot because I had no idea what to do at that point because I was in a panic, had an endorphin rush. I was panicking calmly without breathing. It was the craziest feeling ever.
You didn't even care about the pain. You were just like,
yeah,
air.
I just didn't know what to do. And then Chris and Beth were there. They didn't know what to do, so they just got up and left the room. Because, Chris...
The sounds coming from the bathroom scared them.
Pretty much. I was dry heaving. I was trying to get it out, so it was a lot of long, like, come on, get the fuck out.
From
heaves.
The depths of the underworld.
Yeah, so that was the second worst. I think we finished the challenge at like 10 o'clock at night. The cramps finally went away about 5 in the morning. I took like an hour or 2 nap, woke up, felt like a new man.
I know.
Not even joking. Like the feeling you get after completing a League of Fire challenge is great. After getting an endorphin dump and you come back, you're like, let's do this again.
When you were knocking on the Reaper's door.
Yeah.
And he didn't answer.
It's such an awesome feeling. You go from like burning the fuck up, getting a rush, like forget the cramps, whatever. The cramps literally clean out your system. You sweat everything toxic out of you. You throw it up, you shit it out. Everything literally just leaves your body, and you're like clean. You're relieved.
Yeah, he took his hour or 2 nap. I'm like half
pretty sure I woke up before you too.
Driving home, right, grumpy as crap, and he's just in the passenger seat, like jamming to music, and I'm like,
yeah, I did that
everything.
Shit. Yeah, it's such a cool feeling just to get that rush that from doing a challenge to the endorphins after or during the challenge even, and then you just feel relaxed, and then the cramps just whoop, it just cleans you out, and then I don't know, I feel great after them sometimes. Sometimes. Some of them I don't.
It's
Some of them, when you don't get the endorphin rush, you're just like, fuck.
If you're a major, like, competitive person, you will get that feeling.
Yeah. So
It's just like winning big sports games and stuff. Like,
kind of, yeah. It's very similar.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
get those feelings.
But a good way to to prep, in my eyes, for cramps and challenges, do a bunch of capsaicin leading up to it. Don't like kill yourself with it, but do your tanks, eat some pods, do smaller challenges so your body's getting used to the capsaicin, and just build yourself up within that week before you hit the challenge. Make sure for me, I need to try the potatoes again without the lactate shit. But I've had good luck with hot dogs and bread. Like I want to say about 15, like within the hour of doing a challenge, eat like a couple hot dogs or a couple of slices of bread, and definitely be hydrated. That like before, make sure you pound like a Gatorade that hour before, not right before you do the challenge, but like you're like, all right, I'm going to do this in about half hour to an hour. Do it then. Get the electrolytes going through you before you do it, and then after the challenge, if you can't throw up, hydrate. Definitely hydrate. Literally, I don't even just hydrating has helped me so much.
Right.
Like the Under Armours or Body Armours, whatever they're called. I'll drink 2 of those, and then like plain water just to flush it through, and the cramps are very, very minimal. Like I'll have like a fire poop or something like shortly after, or well, that's probably not from that. It's probably from what I've done before that. But still, like it kind of pushes it through you faster. And another thing, do not lay down while you're cramping. Like the past couple months, I have realized standing up, it helps you digest so much faster. And the cramps definitely don't like last longer.
Well, it's the same thing when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
You can't lay down.
Yeah, you lay down,
periods.
and then it's slower for it to digest. So the cramps are going to hurt longer and harder, basically. So stand up. Yeah, stand up. Drink your water.
Sip it.
I like to try, if I have it available, to do like a half cup of milk to a cup of milk right after a challenge. That will kind of coat the stomach a little bit and then hydrate. Like literally, that has saved me these past few months.
It also helps you because you're lactose.
Not even that, just hydrating.
Yeah.
Literally hydrating. And if you still feel like a little nauseous, because I still feel nauseous sometimes, definitely eat like a piece of bread or anything with like wheat, anything that's going to like soak up the acid that's trying to come back up to make you throw up, or just throw it up. Your call. Throwing up doesn't always help, but it's going to get out as much of the crap as possible.
If anybody's like me and the digestive tract does not run on a very smooth schedule, Miralax a couple days before. Probiotics.
All right. I'm going to try a little bit more of this.
Because
there we go.
He'll get fire poops like right after challenges. I'll get them 3 days after.
I normally get them the day after.
I will get them 3 days after. And it's like you go to the bathroom and you forget that you did something 3 days ago. So, Miralax, any of that stuff, probiotic powders in your drink, it's helpful.
I gotta say, I don't know if you're gonna watch this or not, because you're on Instagram. This is a pretty good sauce.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's in it, but it's good.
I really can't say, like, hotter. Make it hotter.
No, don't do it.
Consistency's good. Make it a little bit thinner if you could, because it's already, you can tell it's like stopping up at the top.
It's got a butt.
The flavor's really good. Surprisingly, for your first sauce, the flavor on this is really good.
I really like it and the heat. Like, if it was hotter, I'd hit panic.
Right.
So I don't know if
so
they're
you can do a scoop of this and you won't panic at all?
Oh, well, I'll hit panic mode if it's that much.
Well, I don't mean a full scoop. A full scoop's a lot.
I mean, I swinged it. But, like, if you're going for, like, full of chili heads, yes, go hotter. If you're looking for the average person, it's good.
What would you compare the heat to? Because you got me on that one.
Compared to what? Like the
Like
other...
another sauce or something. Anything.
I don't remember what the other sauces are. You know my memory's bad.
You don't know what any other sauces are?
I don't remember their burns. I have memory issues. Okay.
I don't know. It tastes good. I kind of compare it to a torchbearer sauce. I forget the name of it, but it's made with carrots and stuff.
Oh,
it's a
the
little
apocalypse
bit
one?
apocalypse. It's not as hot, but it's got a similar flavor.
Yeah. I think it's...
It tastes like
I think I
habanero.
remember that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's habanero because it's literally just my tongue.
Yeah, I smell like carrot and onion and garlic. But I don't...
It's hotter than Colton's Sticky Stinger, but it's not... What other habanero sauces have we had?
It doesn't have to be a habanero sauce. I was just asking, like, comparable to them, like, because clearly they don't have this. This is only one they sent out. Don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I get no heat, so I can't compare it to anything.
Honestly, I would say like a 2.5 on my heat scale. It hits hard in the front, but it calms down very quickly. So it's just kind of like, haha, habanero, or haha, pepper. And then it's just kind of like, oh, hey, it's a little garden.
Flavor, I'll give a 7.
Yeah. I'll do 7.
There's some things I would do to it to make it a little bit better, but it's good. A lot of people, I think, would actually enjoy this.
Oh, yeah.
I've had better sauces. I mean, Sticky Stinger, right off the bat. Bombshell sauces. But for our first sauce, fairly well.
For first sauce, I'm impressed.
Fairly well. And there was no safety on it.
No safeties.
Which is awesome.
I mean, it had its own built-in safety with its butt.
It's kind of a pretty color.
It's a little too chunky for me to, take it straight.
Yep. I mean, after the butt's out, it's a little bit better. But if it's a little bit thinner, just very slight, like maybe a little bit of apple cider vinegar, so it doesn't lose that flavor and gives it a little bit sweetness, I think it'll be good for consistency if this is the flavor you're going for. I like it. But all right, this is 20 minutes long. Woo. But thank you guys if you stuck around. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. I got mail from Nick Burns, which is awesome. Not sure what it is. Nothing at all.
Find out
So we're going to open it up and see what it is. And hopefully we have the Ghost of Saffron tomorrow. Didn't come, so. All right.
DC.
Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.
Good day.
Good day.